our chips at risk. A massive flip. Ace, queen of hearts, first pocket eights. The flop, not great. The turn, a little bit of hope. Here comes the rooster. 1, 4, 3. Remember when you used to text people that? Well, that's how many chips I have. I feel like that's a good sign. Because I'm in love with the game. I don't know. I feel like I didn't have any big hands. 1, 4, 3 was my peak, is my peak, and is not going to be my peak. We're going to get that peak up. We're going to win some big hands, and we're going to make some money, honey.
Honey and money, the perfect combo.
What?
What does 1, 4, 3 mean?
Oh my God.
Oh, it's I love you.
Thank you. So, as you know, we're already in the money today. First place is $201,000. A min cash, a measly $660. And we're in for $800, so that wouldn't even mean we made any money. It would mean we wasted a lot of time and a lot of effort and a lot of people's time watching this. Now, unfortunately, our day 2 notes start off with this. Apparently, we lost $23,000 somehow, and we were raising with Queen 4 of clubs in the cutoff. We don't need to do that, and we definitely don't want to wait on this payout line with some of the people that are on it. So tighten up, Chris. So now with the blinds at $3,000 and $5,000, we only have $107,000 after paying the blinds. We got pocket fives in the big blind, and the best player opens to $15K. He's been raising a lot. The small blind calls, so I jam it in their faces, and they both fold. Now we're at 134, not to be confused with 143, so we are not at a peak. Then we pick up ace-10 offsuit in the hijack. I raise it up to $12,000, and a lady who just doubled up with aces versus kings, what a life, calls. The flop comes out deuce 3-4. She checks, and I c-bet for $11,000. Then she goes on with the speech of, I either got to raise or fold. Well, we know that's a fold, so we take it down. Then we pick up pocket jacks pre-flop. We raise, unfortunately, everyone folds, but we're at 172,000 tournament units, a new peak. Then the blinds go up to $3,000, $6,000. We got pocket eights and $183,000 to start this hand. Under the gun raises to $16K. I call on the button, and the lady in the big blind makes it $36,000. Under the gun just calls, so obviously we're going to try to sneak in there and spike a set. Unfortunately, the flop is 9, jack queen. She rips all in, and another player snap calls. Just for shits and giggles, let's see what they had. Ace king and a set of 9s. Why couldn't we hit an 8? Damn it. Couple orbits later, we're down to 117,000, and we got the grapes again. I open to 16,000, and this time everyone folds. Then I get the ace-7 of spades. Once again, I open to 16,000, and the big blind calls. The flop comes out 4, 9, jack, and the player leads out for 12,000. You know I hate when people lead into me. So what do? I make it 34K. He calls. Now the turn comes out a 3. He checks, and I rip my whole stack in there for like 80,000. And he goes into the tank, and I find out the table's gonna break. So I decide, since I'm not gonna be playing with this fella anymore, if he folds, we're gonna throw it in his face. Suck me! Ain't got much time on break, but we got enough time to spin $100. People want slots, man. Let's see how fast we can spin this $100 down. I've had no luck with Huffing Puffs at the Hardrock lately. Haven't had a bonus in probably a couple $1,000. Huh. crazy, dude. Yep. That was a quick 100, huh? Sick. What was that? Fuck, I didn't even smoke half a fucking cigarette. So yeah, slots are bad. We got 191,000 in chips. One of these times I'm gonna have a real hand, and that's when I'll get called. Wise words from a fucking idiot. I don't really understand my notes about the pocket threes. What it says is 3-3 under the gun, just got 2 to 3 free orbits, just waiting for the big one. Cool. Nice note, Chris. Anyway, ace queen of hearts in the cutoff. I raised to 19,000. The small blind calls and the big blind snap shoves. This puts me in a really tight, tough spot. I don't really know what to do, but it's a great spot for him to be squeezing with a large number of hands. So I end up deciding to put my chips in and hope we got him dominated. Let's see what happens. We got a race. Pocket eights versus ace queen of hearts. You seen it in the beginning of the video. We don't get a good flop. We got outs on the turn. Thank you. Ask and you shall receive. 409,000. Blinds are now at 5 and 10,000. We open this hand to 23K in the low jack. The big stack calls me in the cutoff and the flop comes out king, queen, 7 with 2 clubs. I got a C-bet, so I bet 18,000 and he folds. Now we're at 437 fucking thousand. Fold. Girls! You know, when I looked at this hand, I stood up in my chair and danced to this song in my head. Just kidding. But we got these bitches in the big blind. Second act makes it 20,000 and then the button calls. What do you think's a good raise here out of the big blind after the small blind folds? I made it 85,000. Maybe that was too big, but I just love the girls. Now we're at 472,000. Here's a pointless video of the clock, but you can see the players left, but we're really focusing on the 69 minutes to break. We love 69, I mean breaks. Why are you recording this hand? Because I'm an idiot. As the notes say, tried to get cute on 2 short stacks, and I got 3-bet and then shoved on. It's dummy. We're at 450 though. Just chill the fuck out. But you know, 8-9 suited, that's a whole nother story. I opened to 24,000 in middle position. The button calls and the big blind calls. The flop comes out jack, 4, deuce with 2 hearts. The big blind checks. I bet 33,000 and the button calls. The big blind folds. The turn, the 6 of hearts. How you doing? I down bet to 20,000 like I might be scared. He calls and the river comes the 5 of diamonds. What do I do now? I announce 90,000. 90? Now, why did I do this? Because I want to get called here. I'm pretty sure I'm going to get called here. And when I do get called here, I want someone to notice that I announced it out loud, because the next time I announce it out loud, I won't have it. We get a call from Ace Jack of Diamonds, who played it terrible on the button. But we're at 646, bitch. Now with the blinds at 6,000 and 12,000, we got ace queen offsuit in the small blind. The second to act player shoves all in for like 95,000 and it shoves to me. The big blind motions to fold before I even act. So I know it's up to me here. Nobody's behind me. I'm closing the action. I've got a strong hand. He's got less than 10 bigs. I got a call, right? I put in the call, and he shows pocket rockets. God damn it. Yeah, we're pretty much dead. Yep, dead. 561,000 in chips, and I don't know why the fuck I'm raising here with Queen 4 suited, because I'm pretty sure earlier in the tournament I have a note that said don't raise Queen 4 suited, because I failed to steal the blinds here when the small blind rips it all in on me. Fuck me. Why are you playing stupid? I fucking lost the blinds, I lost trying to steal the blinds, and now I'm at 492,000. As you can see, all these notes in here are a bunch of negativity. You can read all this bullshit. I'm at 437,000. Average is 425. Mad at myself, acting up, locking down, wait for a hand now. And then the next video I have is with 8-5 of hearts, where I finally stole the blinds. Cool. At 465K with the blinds at 10,000 and 15,000. 30 big blinds just cruising along. Then we pick up pocket jacks, second to act, and I open to 35,000. It folds all the way to the big blind and he calls. Me and him had been doing some battling in day one. He was to my left. He was the one I got to fold pocket threes with the 3 high flush right before we bagged. Anyway, I don't know much on this player. He seemed to be, competent. So he calls me, and the flop comes out 3-3-6 with 2 spades. He checks, and then I quickly down bet to 20,000. And we get exactly what we want out of him. He raises it up to 80. This is what we wanted him to do. So we take our sweet ass time and we put in the call. Then the turn comes out another 3. We love this card until he fires out 110,000. Now in my head I'm just like, if I call here I got 250 left, not even behind. I mean, if I'm calling here I gotta call the river, and he's probably gonna fire again. Now I ask myself, did he flat with aces pre-flop? Did he flat with kings pre-flop? Do I have the best hand? I don't know. Then I say this out loud. Now can you keep betting on that card? Now, I don't know if that's really a tell, but obviously what's more telling is after I say that, I do make the call for 110,000 and leave myself with about 220 maybe. And I'm pot committed. So when the river comes out a king, I'm not gonna fold. He puts me all in, and I call. You have it? Of course you do. That's how you. Of course you have it. I don't.
Pay out 16.
Called from the big blind with 7-3 of fucking clubs. 1,100 fucking bucks. Am I supposed to fold there? So pre-flop I make it 35K. Folds to the big blind, he calls. The flop is 3-3-6. He checks, I down bet to 25K and he raises to 80. So I'm like, perfect, maybe he's making a play at me, maybe he's got 4 or 5, whatever. I just call, the turn's another 3. I said, okay. He fires 110. And I ask him, how can he bet this card if he has quads? Obviously. I call, got like 210 behind, I don't know. Not folding now, obviously. The river's a fucking king, he puts me all in. I guess I can fold on the river. Fuck. Maybe I can fold on the turn, honestly. I don't know. You have to be really, really, really soul reading that he has a 3, which I thought he did. Fuck. I'm on mega tilt, man. Fuck. I dumped 500 in baccarat and slots like an asshole after cashing for 1,100. And maybe I should fold on that fucking turn, dude. I'm gonna hop in a PLO event now. I just gotta relax for a second, dude. Just relax for a second. Let's think about this, dude. They didn't give me any fucking waters. Oh, they gave me waters. Okay, so on the turn, when he bets 110,000 and I got 300 and change, tell me in the comments, do you fold jacks there? I mean, I think I can find a fold, but also in his range are 7s, 8s, 9s, 10s, queens, I lose, kings, aces, I lose. You know, he could flatten the big blind, but he also would find a check on that turn, I think. No, not really. He'd still bet. But I mean, I'm losing to those hands. I don't know. I don't fucking know. I'm losing. When I say I'm losing to those hands, I'm talking about the queens and the kings and the aces. It's just a fold, right? Save 300,000 in chips. I mean, even on the river when the king peels, I could fold the king, but I don't put him on a king ever. Put him on a fucking 3. Why does he have a 3? Nah, you're so bad. Just fold, dude. I feel like Sean Deeb. Let's go play PLO. Reset. Restart. Take off the shades and put on the glasses. That's another thing that tilted the fuck out of me. I'm playing Baccarat, and fucking 3 times they told me to take off my fucking glasses. These are prescription. I don't know if you can see through there. No, you can't tell the difference. But these are very strong prescriptions. Very strongs. How do you guys think the PLO event went? Not enough footage to make a full vlog. I paid off the nuts with the second nuts because I know the player doesn't really know how to play PLO, so I was like, maybe he's just doing this with not the nuts. You're just bad. I just want to be a vlogger.